Fascinated by his Indo-Western fusion, I traveled to Ujjwal Dubey's studio to find out the traits of what makes his label sing. A design graduate from the National Institute of Fashion Technology is quickly becoming a favorite amongst fashion forwards in India and abroad. His label believes that fabric has its own character waiting to be explored. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting UNTAG. Ujjwal, you've always wanted to become an engineer. How did design happen?
I think it was just a very spontaneous thing. Like you said, I was very much keen towards the technical side of career and life. And I think that's why I applied for architecture and I couldn't get through. NIFT happened by chance, you can say. I saw the application. The second time I heard the name of NIFT, and that's how I applied for textiles. Textile, because I thought it's one of the most technical part of design. Maybe it could be one. So that's how I got into NIFT and graduated.
Nice. So two elements of your clothing that I'm really intrigued are, of course, the colors, your color palette, and the cuts. What's the story behind?
So as I said, the technical part.
Yeah.
So cuts definitely define one of the technical aspects of my liking and aesthetics. It will always remain so. The layering and everything, and just to make it more impactful, more intriguing, more mysterious, and more, as the name suggests, Antaragni, more about self. Yeah. The color remains natural, which is mostly the natural tones. You can see the earthy ones, the blacks and the earth, the stone greys and the greys.
You know, we've grown up to learn that menswear is pretty limited as compared to women's wear. Does that notion still ring true?
Yeah, exactly. That's what the reason was for me. I thought there's a lot of gap in menswear, and what we knew was the basic formal wear and the basic occasion wear. There was nothing in the middle, something which is everyday, something that can translate from here to there, and something you would just want to wear, like, you know, just to keep yourself happy and keep yourself interestingly content in your own way.
So where do we stand, menswear, men's fashion in India? Are we heading towards the right direction?
Yes, I think we have come a long way, and the kind of 3 years back when I was just starting the label and getting into the groove of it, I did have a thought whether it will work well or not.
I think this is what I like about style, because it's so personalized and it's so fast-paced. What's in today is out tomorrow. So how do you stay on top of the game?
See, I totally believe in making clothes that are timeless, you know, that grow with time.
Yeah.
And maybe things that you can probably comprehend a very small bit today, but it slowly grows into you. And more you wear, more you see, more you understand the story behind, it slowly grows into you. So ultimately it becomes timeless. And that's what the whole push is. That's what I would want to do and make it reach that level. So what
do you have in the pipeline?
A lot of things. We're doing a couple of shows now in and outside the country. And recently we've been nominated for Wilma Prize, so we're on it. Let's see how it goes. This is cotton khadi. Okay. This is all hand spun, hand woven, and it's a 0 count. It's the heaviest weight. Okay. So keeping in mind their weather conditions too, in the winters they come downhill towards the plains, but still they face a lot of winters because in the Himalayan region, you know how it is. So I try to give a gesture of that layer through the inside shirt look with the top jacket look as a, you know, the cut piece cloth. Even though it's one piece completely.
Do we have like a complete look here that we have for the collection?
Try to introduce that as a design detail rather than here as well, if you see. Also there's silver buttons and silver inside as well, and kind of silver detail here. Because the women especially, they wear a lot of silver accessories and they like it so much. I was having a hard time thinking about how men can get into that genre of silver, and I thought, since we are giving a soul which is more Indian and the appeal which is more global, maybe we can introduce a detail which is more silver. So that's why we tried to make the buttons and the details in silver and kept that thing alive.
As a master of draping, can you show us a few of your pieces of how we men can like drape?
So this is one of the pieces. We did this one in a recent collection at Lakme Fashion Week. So it's like a attached layer and extended attached layer on the other side. So it goes as one piece, getting a seam here.
Okay.
And this one can come in the front as a front layer too.
So what do we pair this with?
I'll show you a draped trouser, which these Kabir Panthis really love to wear. So
Very nice.
they are mostly, like I showed you the IFS trouser, this one was more outwardly draped. So the flow was more outwards. This one is more inward. And since we were talking about this collection, it's called Free and Nothing. It's more about the inner self being free. You know? It's about the freedom, the inner freedom.
A clear deviation from the conventional. I reckon it's time you guys start bringing in some oomph to your wardrobe, because we believe that style is timeless and that men's dressing need no longer be boring.